Hey! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. This is your future free potato, JustAPotato, and welcome to another video of Enigmatica 9 Expert. And today we are getting into the Overworld. Overworld. I always have a problem pronouncing the letter R in English, I don't know why. But anyway, in the previous episode, we've been working in this room here mainly. We were able to passive a lot of liquids I wanted to passive. Here we have some methanol, vegetable oil. Here we are doing biodiesel. Here we are doing acetaldehyde. Here we are doing phenolic resin. Here we are doing quicksilver. Here we are doing sulfur and sulfur dioxide. We are doing creosote oil, and this blast chiller just to chill plastic into plastic sheets. If we come to our Enigmatica setup, into this beautiful arrange of blue cables without any kind of order. Here we are able to request upgrade matrices and the electric paste. In here we are requesting calcinated kaolin pearl to be converted into dirty aluminum dust. Here we are able to request curd rubber, and in these two TPPs we are passiving molten plastic and lubricant. And on the extra episode we've been working in this place of the bees, where we are getting honeycombs and honey, and also clay for our kaolin powder. And last but not least, we've been working in two new rituals. Abra's Conjure to get afrits, and in this new kind of Gate Pearl Summoner to get Wilden Chimeras. And we basically needed Wilden Chimeras in order to produce magicite, which we are producing in this compact machine here. And as you can see, this is also such a mess. But we are producing magicite in a good quantity, and we are regenerating the chimera so it doesn't die. If you want more information on how to do all of this setup, or rather how to do it, a bit of an explanation of how all of this works, you can go to the previous extra episode in which I talk about this. But anyway, if we take a look at our second chapter, we can see that it is almost completed. You only need to get the Mark of Mastery, but this is not something important really, at least for now. What we need to do now is get into the second stage of the Tree of Life. The second stage of the Tree of Life will allow us to teleport into the Overworld, but for this we need our first shard of Enduring, which requires Mode of Enduring, Phytogro, Block of Steel, Royal Jelly Buckets, and Golden Apples. All of this is quite easy to craft, and now that we have all of this infrastructure, I actually requested the 64 Block of Steels that are required. We can put this in here. I already have my Royal Jelly Bucket. We can easily get the Phytogro right now. As you can see, that easy. And the only two items that we are missing is 1 stack of golden apples and 4 stacks of Mode of Enduring. Let's start with the golden apple. So getting golden apples is really not that difficult. The first thing we need is to get honeyed apples. This is just spouting some honey into apple, so this is not really that hard. We can use a simple spout to make this process. Now let me request very quick some enriched gold. We will need some of this to process our honeyed apples into golden apples. We have here this basic infusing factory. What we have to do is basically just infuse some gold into our honeyed apples, and we will get golden apples by doing this. So the last thing is doing modes of enduring. For this we need to squeeze some potions of stability. We can do this on an alchemical imbuer. Yes, it's basically just a regular potion thing, potion production thing, but in the machine. So basically we can speed up this fairly quick. So I'll do 32 buckets. I don't think I need this much buckets of occult potion. Now what we need to do is just turn this into level 2. And what we can do from here is bottle machine this. I think this is going to be the best option for us. So we can basically do this. We can grab some speed upgrades. Yes. And now what we can do is just grab some bottles, some empty bottles. Just throw everything here. And this is a bit slow, so we can just get some speed to this. And we should be able to get some potions of resilience too. And to finish with all of this, we can grab and just crush all of these potions into modes of resilience. And with a couple more of potions, we should get the 4 stacks we need. Nice. And we are still some potions left. And finally, what I will do is encode a pattern. I don't think I need to actually... Well, we will need to encode patterns of every type of shard, and yes, for every type of shard, because in the future we will need to craft these ones in a bunch of them. Just to say like that, we need to craft a bunch of them, and not only for this kind of shard, but I think for each kind of shard that we crafted all along the playthrough, especially for the end game. I'm not automatizing all of this because we are quite far from end game still. Even though we are going to enter the 3rd chapter very soon, I'll encode patterns and make a special room for all of this whenever we get into this. But for now we don't need it. We only need 1. So we can just throw everything here. Not my jackhammer. And what we can do is request a shard of enduring. Let's actually request it here. And there is it. We have our shard of enduring. So quick. So quick. Wow. As you remember, I had to record 1 full episode for 1 shard, for the first shard, to enter into stage 2. And we are basically just half the episode. Not even half. We are maybe 20 minutes into the episode or something like that. And we already have our shard of enduring. So crazy. So let's craft 8 ingots of depth. That's what we need for our 3 of life. And we also need the Spirit of Devotions. Spirit of Devotion, I think we have a bunch of them. So let's grab 4. And this will take a bit of time because we need to infuse with water, I think, the armor shards. The osmium nuggets to get... Oh, sorry, with earth to get the armor shards. So for now, let's make sure we have everything to go to the overworld. The first thing to make sure is that this teleporter here is set up into the overworld frequency. If not, we won't be able to come back to our base. So the frequency is on the overworld. That's good. This has energy, so there's no problem. And in the backpack, I have my teleporter setup. So 9 frames, 1 teleporter, 1 sauce jar, 1 fluid tank, 1 bright pulsating crystal, and I need 1 fluid source link. I almost forgot that. And that's all of our teleportation kind of setup. Let's grab our ingots of depth. We need 8. And here we have our first stage of the Tree of Life. Such a cute little tree in here that will grow right now after we do all of this process. So let's start with this, shall we? We need 4 Spirit of Devotions. We need 8 Ingots of Death. Let's make sure they are not set into the pedestals. And the Shard of Enduring. And this is our Tree of Life. Stage 2. It's still quite a small tree, not gonna lie, but it is growing. It is growing up. This small tree, this beautiful tree is growing up. I'm pretty much excited to see how it will look on the tier 3, on the stage 3. And the last thing is that we have to teleport into the overworld. We need 1 more honeyed apple. But everything here shouldn't be any problem to get. And with all of this, we should be able to just go there. So let's put all of the items. We need a pollen puff, a honeycomb, 2 gold leaves, and 8 small flowers. And of course, the honeyed apple in the center. Let me grab some more food before I get this wireless crafting terminal outside range. And we are traveling. We are going. Oh! Okay. Oh, what? No way, I almost died there. No way, I almost died there. It is a good thing I have this this enchantress shield. Does this zombie have speed for a moment? Are the mobs here like way difficult to get? There's a skeleton around this zone. No, maybe it was just my imagination. but we are here in the overworld. So, there is a tower there. What should we do first? What should we do first here in this overworld? What's this? I suppose this is Apotheosis Towers, maybe? It's too dark, even for me. And yes, this is Apotheosis Towers. But anyway, let's check the quest book first. We have the chapter 3 unlocked. Ooh, this is so fun. What's the first thing that we are supposed to do? Laser bases. It is time once more to enlist the aid of the elemental spirits, this time to bring forth materials from the depths of their environments. By focusing tight beams on focus source through these bases, the elementals will be able to retrieve what is needed. From the earth, salt powder. From the sea, abyssal sea water. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be that much exploration for now, but what we have to do is get some resources going. And we need ancient debris, and we have a bunch of ancient debris, so there is no problem with this. But we need to start with getting salt powder and abyssal sea water. I won't do it in this episode, of course not. What we can do, though, is find where are we going to set our base here in the overworld. Because if we need to get some materials in first place, we need a place to live, right? I'm not going to do a underground base in here, of course not. Or maybe I do, I don't know. I think it would be much more comfortable to do an underground base here. Maybe what I can do is kind of do a sea base, something like that, something like a sea platform, or maybe like a small sea bubble inside the sea. So a bubble in here, and get all of my stuff there, and then like dig underground and some stuff like that. And because at the end I still need some stuff from the seas. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to do something like a underground kind of thing. But yeah, we have new stuff to do, more stuff to do. Let's find a base. Okay, so I think I found this spot for our base here in the overworld. I want to do my base here, my overworld base here. I want to kind of make it inside the mountain. Maybe do kind of entrance here. And then just build below. And there is kind of like a hole here with a mirror where we can see the outside. We are not really that near to a deep ocean. I think this is going to be the deep ocean that we are going to use to collect the abyssal water, I think it was called. Yes, the abyssal sea water. But we are nearby. We are nearby. And this looks, I don't know, in my imagination it looks quite nice. So yes, I'll put the teleporter right here for now. And we can set this as the overworld. We can, of course, install the anchor upgrade. And we should be able to come back and then go back again. Nice. So I'll spend maybe half an hour, 1 hour building all of this stuff. I'll do it something very simple. It's not that this is going to be our main base, but I want to have a place here to settle in here. But yeah, anyway, let's just start with the construction, shall we? While I'm building the overworld base, I think it's a good time to explain which are the next steps in this stage of the game. There are some new resources we need to extract from different biomes. Salt powder from dark forest and abyssal sea water from any deep ocean biome. We need those to get into brine processing and soul steel and netherite production. Those are our immediate goal. There are also 3 big milestones for this stage. We need to get into the Nether and the Deep Dark. From there we will be extracting new resources, which we see when we come around them. So, I hope you enjoyed the small build, and let's see how it ended up. So, welcome to our base in the Overworld. I still don't know how to call it. I think I call it the Caverns of the Regular. Yeah, I mean regular because it's the Overworld, so it's like normal stuff, I suppose. This is the main controller stone. This is where I want to install our Overworld ME system, and here I want to put all of the controller and ME system. In general, the Overworld subnetwork I want to have here. Then we have here the main hub. This is where we go to all of the places of the base. I think someplace here, not here, not here. Here, I've put one of these lamps of sanctuary to avoid any kind of mob spawn around the base. And we have here this small kind of how to call it, like a small window to the undergrounds of our base, to the caverns. If we come to this place, here is a small room. This one I want to use it for apotheosis mod. I want to here have our enchanting table, and that's because in order to get netherite, no, sorry, not netherite, but celestial gold, we need to infuse some netherite with 60 levels. So we do need to do some stuff around apotheosis. So I want to have everything related to apotheosis here. And then if we come here, here will be all of our processing machines and processing lines. Of course, it's not going to be like this. I might expand it as needed. The same, I might expand to that way as needed. And I can even expand below also. Now that we are in the overworld, there is a higher wide level range. So we can expand to all of the sides. So I want all of the processing things in this place here. And last but not least, in this place I want our 3 teleporters. I want one teleporter here. This one goes to back to the Twilight Forest. This one here goes to our Sia weather drill. I'll show you now. And in this place I want to put a teleporter that goes to the Nether. And this teleporter I could just change it between going to the Nether and to the end. So if we come to this teleporter, here's our deep ocean small bots. I didn't really wanted to make it so elaborated. So I just did something very simple. And this place I want our drill to extract abyssal seawater. That we need this drill to be on in any kind of deep ocean biome. Here we are on a deep ocean, so this is the place where our drill will be. And to end the episode, I want to set up the Overworld subnetwork in here. So there are some stuff I need to do. I need to first set up an EMI controller here. I need to set up a quantum entangler, I think it's called, and quantum link chamber in here, quantum link that will go to the Twilight Forest, so I can bring also my main controller thing, and I can also send stuff from this Overworld subnetwork back to the Twilight Forest and bring also other stuff from the Twilight Forest to the Overworld. Let's continue with explanations, and in this case we are building a subnetwork in the Overworld. There are two options to choose before installing the subnetwork. Either we can extract the raw resources in the Overworld and process them in the Twilight Forest, or we can extract and process the resources in the Overworld and send the final products to the Overworld. I chose the second option. For that, we need to do some stuff. We need to make our main network accessible in the Overworld, be able to export liquid file source for our Overworld subnetwork, and we need to provide enough channels for processing machines and arrays. And we now have a properly working Overworld subnetwork in this place. Off camera, I'll install some EMI drives and boards in this place, and I will also be preparing stuff for generating resources I need in this place for some materials. Because, for example, so chapter 3, we need to get this stuff going. So we need to get a small pneumatic craft setup. We need to get some abyssal sea water, and we need to be able to produce match bloom filters in passive, as well as be able to recycle our treated sticks from saturated match bloom. So we basically need to passive wood, we need to passive creosote oil, and we need to passive match bloom also to get the match bloom fiber. I don't think I'll be using weird sprigs in this case, because to get the most out of weird sprigs we need to have a large variety of crops and plants. I really don't know which other crops and plants we will be needing in this place, but rather I think I'll go with industrial foregoing plant sower, plant gatherer setup. So yes, I think I'll bring industrial foregoing to this place. And for the trees, I'll most likely build a small create contraption for tree farming. Yes, so that's going to be for the next episode. And for the next episode, my goal is to get soul steel, our first ingot of soul steel sorry, and maybe even getting some netherite. I should have netherite scraps. Yes, I should have netherite scraps from when we got the Urigast. Yeah, I have 32 ancient debris. So yes, maybe we can craft off our first ingot of netherite. That's going to be the goal for next episode. And with that said, this is all for this episode. This is going to be everything for this episode. And as always, thank you for watching, if you are still here. And I hope you have a better day, because it can always be better. And I'll see you on the next time. So yeah, see ya. Bye.